Hi friends, welcome back to the Enchanted Stay, where fantasy books and stray kids live in perfect chaotic harmony just like they should. Today we're doing something extremely important. Something academically significant. Something Tolkien would absolutely cry about. I'm going to badly introduce every Stray Kids member as fantasy characters. And by badly, I mean accurately. Grab your sword and your lightstick and let's go. Bangchan, the overworked reluctant king, the king that tries to abdicate every morning, but the kingdom won't let him. He didn't even want the throne, he just accidentally saved the world once, and now everyone expects him to be responsible. He spends half his time giving inspirational speeches that emotionally destroy his allies, and the other half carrying them home after they make terrible decisions. His magical ability is Leader's Aura, which gives 10 plus attack, 25 plus comfort, and cures homesickness. Fantasy comparisons. Aragorn. He didn't want the crown. He became a king anyway. And Steve Rogers from the MCU. Exhausted but always responsible, always leading. Bangchan is basically if Aragorn and Steve Rogers fused. Had crippling responsibility, anxiety, and adopted 7 chaotic sons. Also, eternal wolf companion who is definitely tired of his apologizing. Lino is that assassin character who technically works for your party, but absolutely could kill you in your sleep. And you would thank him for it. He has 3 cats who are familiars, spies, messengers, and emotional support animals all in one. He looks like he's judging everyone, because he is. He somehow knows every poison, every shortcut, and every way to bully the main character into becoming stronger. Fantasy comparisons. Legolas from The Lord of the Rings. Elegant fighter with deadly precision. And Cas Brecker from Six of Crows. Morally grey, calculating, quietly terrifying. He's the love child of Cas Brecker and Legolas, except with more cats and more threats. Changbin is the barbarian bard, which shouldn't exist, but does. He charges into battle screaming with an axe, then writes poetry about it later, and it slaps. He's built like a tank, fights like a tank, and compliments his friends like a tank. Enemies fear him, his team fears him. The bards fear him because he's better at their job than they are. Fantasy comparisons. Gimli from The Lord of the Rings. He's strong, loud, loyal, and chaotic. And Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Muscular warrior with unexpected poetic sincerity. Imagine Gimli and Drax teaming up to write slam poetry. That's Changbin. Hyunjin is the elf prince who said, "I don't want to be royalty," and ran away to become an artist. He travels with the party, but still acts like the main character, and honestly, he kind of is. He's the kind of mage who uses spells mostly for aesthetic reasons, like using wind magic not to fight, but to blow his hair back while he insults you. Fantasy comparisons. Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. Dramatic, magical, stylish, and emotional. And Thranduil from The Hobbit. Ethereal, elegant, mildly offended by everyone. Hyunjin is the perfect blend of Howl's drama and Thranduil's royal pettiness. Han is the chaos scholar. You know the one. He has infinite knowledge, but forgets it when someone asks him a direct question. He spends his days inventing spells nobody asked for, like Fireball, but it meows. Transportation that drops you 2 meters to the left. Summoning spell that only summons bread. He's brilliant, he's dangerous, he's hungry. Always. Fantasy comparisons. Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts. Soft, brilliant, socially confused. And Riordan's Leo Valdez from Heroes of Olympus. Invents things that explode. Oops. He's basically if Leo Valdez tried to write spells while channeling Newt Scamander's soft chaos energy. Felix is the fallen star cleric. He literally fell from the sky one night, landed in a crater, and apologized for the inconvenience. He has healing powers so strong the party survives purely out of spite, because he believes in them too much. Also, he bakes, but the pastries sparkle, like actual magic sparkles. The party is not sure whether this is safe. Fantasy comparisons. Aslan from Narnia, but tiny and sparkly, benevolent, comforting, and celestial. And Icarus from Eternals, but nice. Power from the stars and glows beautifully. Felix is like a miniature celestial Aslan who gives hugs instead of life lessons. Seungmin is the cleric of judgment. Not healing, not protection, pure unfiltered judgment. He doesn't attack enemies, he disappoints them to death. Monsters get hit with radiant damage every time he sighs. He's the one who makes sure the party stays alive simply by refusing to let them do anything stupid. Fantasy comparisons. Spock from Star Trek. Brutally logical, unimpressed. And Professor McGonagall from Harry Potter. Controls the chaos with one disappointed stare. If McGonagall and Spock shared a child raised entirely on sarcasm, it would be Seungmin. Ian is the baby dragon ranger. He looks adorable until he opens his mouth and roasts you harder than his dragon. He has a whole collection of magical creatures, and they all love him. Mostly because he feeds them and lets them bully the rest of the party. Fantasy comparisons. Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Baby-faced dragon boy with sharp instincts. And Grogu from The Mandalorian. Adorable but will bite. Think Hiccup's dragon whispering mixed with Grogu's judgmental stare. That's Ian. And that concludes today's extremely serious academic analysis. Which badly introduced fantasy version was your favorite? And do you want a badly introducing skits as villains? Because I absolutely would love to write that. If you love books, magic, or Stray Kids, this is your world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay chaotic, stay magical, stay.